just broke the door. Get out of the car. Get out. What the fuck? Out. Turn around. For what? On your stomach. For what? For what?
Sorry, I'm trying to call someone to make sure that I'm safe.
Step out of the vehicle. You are safe. Stop.
I don't feel safe. I do not feel safe.
Don't trap my.
Feel safe.
Don't trap my.
And then she started calling us Mexican trash. Please make them leave. Yes, they don't want.
What happens when the tables turn and it's the Karens getting a taste of instant justice? You've seen the viral moments, rude behavior, wild accusations, and entitled demands. But what if, for once, the cops don't back down? From shocking outbursts to jaw-dropping consequences, watch as these Karens learn the hard way that their attitude isn't going to work. But how far will they go before the officers step in? And what exactly triggered their instant karma? Well, stick around to see the ultimate showdowns where the law wins and karma comes quick. Starting with the case of Jenny Rose Saunders, who was found on April the 26th, 2022, driving a car with the suspended registration. You'd think this would be a routine stop, right? A simple ticket, maybe some paperwork, and she'd be on her way. But Jenny had other plans. When a local officer approached her, ready to deal with the situation calmly, she decided that this was the perfect opportunity to make things difficult.
How are you, man? Officer Baltar, Scotts Plains Police. Your license, registration, insurance?
Yeah, thank you.
You have your license? You have your license, registration, insurance?
Yeah, not a problem. Thank you.
I need your license. Ma'am, your license, registration, and insurance. If you don't comply, I will break the window and you will be placed under arrest. Do you understand that?
Now, what would make someone turn a minor traffic stop into an unforgettable nightmare for the cops? Jenny Rose, in classic Karen fashion, wasn't about to go down without making a scene. She refused to talk to the officers, being as difficult as possible right from the start. If this had been the end of it, it would have been just another day for the police. Dealing with uncooperative people is pretty standard, but no. This was only the beginning of what turned into an incredibly dangerous situation. Things escalated quickly.
Ma'am, step out of the vehicle.
Sorry, I'm trying to call someone to make sure that I'm safe.
Step out of the vehicle. You are safe. Stop.
I don't feel safe. I do not feel safe.
Don't trap my
Feel safe.
Don't trap my arm.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Hey, ma'am, lower the window. You're going to hurt this
Lower
officer.
your window.
Ma'am, lower
your window with your other arm.
Ma'am, lower
your
the
window with your other arm.
At one point, the officer found himself trapped, unable to move, as Jenny continued her act of defiance. Rather than rolling down the window and complying with simple orders, she decided to double down and take things to the next level. It's hard to understand why someone would make such risky choices. But here we are, faced with a Karen who seemed determined to dig herself into a deeper hole. Do people like this really believe they can outsmart the law?
You are now under arrest.
Ma'am,
You are now under arrest.
Ma'am, lower the window.
You are now under...
Stop! Ma'am, lower the window! Ma'am, lower the window! Ma'am, lower the window! Send an additional unit. Get out of the car.
Why?
Under arrest now.
Why? What did I do? I'm just trying to call my father.
Raise the window, an officer.
I didn't realize he could put my...
Can we open this door?
Why are you guys doing this right now?
You're under arrest.
What did I do? Can you tell me what I did,
You're
you
arrested for
guys?
aggravated assault against a police officer.
Can you tell me what I did? I am
You're under
hurt
arrest.
here.
You're under arrest.
Under arrest for
Step out of the
what?
car.
Step out of the car.
Step out of the car.
Turn around.
Step out of the car.
Your back.
Under arrest for what? Can you
Aggravated assault.
How is there aggravated assault? Could you please tell me?
Karens like Jenny always seem to have this selective hearing, where they only listen to what benefits them. This could have been a misunderstanding or even a false flag if she had cooperated, but instead, her behavior escalated to the point where she ended up with an assault charge. And the added bonus of paying for a broken window. The sense of entitlement was off the charts. At what point do people like this realize that they're only making things worse for themselves?
Pat her down real quick. Yeah, search her now.
Serious right now?
Yeah, you're under arrest.
Do you have a mother? Do you have a sister?
We're past that already. You're under arrest for aggravated assault. He told you multiple times to lower your window, open the door, and then when he put his arm through your window and you intentionally raised the window and then hurt this officer, now you're under arrest for aggravated assault. And plus,
You are accusing me of something I did not do.
you're not. You're under arrest.
Are you guys serious right now?
Step into the vehicle, watch your head.
Yeah, so can I...
Step into the vehicle and watch your head.
The most shocking part? She wasn't drunk. She wasn't high. This wasn't a case of someone under the influence making poor decisions. No, Jenny was just high on her own entitlement, showing the absolute worst symptoms of it. Her complete disregard for the officer's safety and the law was mind-boggling. What makes someone act this way with so much confidence, knowing they're in the wrong?
You're not giving me any chance to retrieve my stuff or make sure my things are okay.
Stay there.
Why? You're not going to tell me why I was pulled over to
Ma'am,
begin
watch your
with?
foot. Watch your foot. You explain everything. Just watch your foot.
No, you're not explaining.
And just when you think things might calm down back at the station, Jenny proved once again that she wasn't about to make life easy for anyone. Her attitude didn't improve, and her entitlement didn't fade. In fact, it seemed like she was more upset about the situation she had caused than the actual consequences of her actions.
You guys can put your hands against the wall. On the wall. On them.
I really do not
Alright, do you want to get
touch the wall.
instruction too?
I
But
already
you're
got
not following instructions is your
They're
problem.
on the wall.
No, they're not. They're not touching. Put
Are
them
you
on-
gonna clean them?
Put them on the wall.
Are
and
you
I'm
gonna
not going
clean
to tell
them?
you again.
So could you clean it for me, please?
Do you? No.
Okay,
Put your hands
so
on the
then
wall.
I'm putting them on the wall.
Ma'am, I'm not going
They're
to have
not
sex with
moving.
you.
They're not moving. I
Place
assure
them.
you.
I don't want your shirt.
Can I pee?
No,
Can I
put
pee?
your hands on the wall now.
I need to
I'm not
pee.
asking you a question.
Can I pee?
Place your arms on the wall. If I have to hold them, I will
Can
hold
I
them
pee,
when I'm
please?
done.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow. If somebody could just, listen, it would be so hard, right? It would be done already.
I'm so sorry that you have such a life, because I do too. But Jesus, you picked the wrong job.
Yeah, I picked the wrong job.
Yeah, you did.
Thankfully, the law caught up with her. Jenny Rose Saunders was charged with aggravated assault on a police officer, resisting arrest, and obstruction of justice. And that's not even the whole story. It turns out she had an active warrant out for her arrest in New Jersey and a fugitive warrant in Pennsylvania. This wasn't her first run-in with the law, and it definitely won't be her last unless she learns some hard lessons. In a world where people often feel they can do whatever they want without consequences, Jenny's story is a clear example of how quickly things can spiral out of control when you decide to play games with the law. It raises questions about the lengths people will go to in order to avoid taking responsibility. But if you thought that Karens couldn't possibly take it to the next level, wait till you hear about the notorious poolside Karen, Blair Featherman.
And then she started calling us Mexican trash. Please make them leave. Yes, they don't belong here.
On July 2nd, 2023, this 49-year-old woman was recorded doing something that left the internet furious. She was seen verbally assaulting a Spanish family at her neighborhood pool in Lakewood, Colorado, hurling racist remarks that shocked everyone. Her words, "You don't belong here." Now, whether she meant the Alter Green Mountain apartments where they were swimming, or the country as a whole, we'll leave that up to you to decide. But her actions were loud and clear. Blair Featherman wasn't just having a bad day. She was caught in the act of being an entitled Karen. Now, here's where things take a turn. You'd think after being caught on camera doing something so horrendous, Blair would have backed down or tried to apologize, right? Wrong. Instead, she thought it was a brilliant idea to call the police. Yes, you heard that right. 6 officers showed up at the scene, but instead of siding with Blair, they were greeted by a crowd of people, all willing to stand up for the family she harassed. Can you imagine being so blind to your own actions that you think the police would automatically be on your side after you just insulted an entire family? Blair sure did, and it backfired spectacularly.
Both my boys rent an apartment here. They reserved the clubhouse to have a family barbecue and family gathering, a few friends. When I arrived with food, the blonde girl gave me crap about, she came up to the gate and she said, "Do you have a fob?" I said, "No, but my boys live here." She said, "Well, I work at the front desk," which she doesn't. Then as more of our family started gathering, she was getting more pissed and more pissed. She started mouthing off to my granddaughter saying, hey, where's Lexi? What did she tell Lexi? You don't live here? What are you doing here? You don't live here? We're just getting very, very nasty. My son, who lives here, tried to go over and, like, calm the situation, like, hey, we're having a family barbecue. We live here. We've got a fob. And her brother went down on him, attacked him. He fell on the road.
When the police arrived, the family involved calmly showed them the footage. It was the first time the officers saw the shocking clip. But little did they know, this embarrassing moment would soon be watched by millions online. You know what they say? Once it's online, it's there forever. The video didn't just show a simple altercation. It exposed the ugliness of entitlement and racism in full force. But of course, Karens like Blair don't seem to learn their lessons.
Yeah, it's true. You have a fob, 2 people. You have a Mexican party in the pool. Trash. Oh yeah, you can't do that. You can't just record me.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, you guys are such losers. Go back down to Denver. I live here. I live here. Nowhere where you ever came from, you low class slime. Oh my God, it's so dumb, and you're wearing it at the pool, you idiot. Yeah, you don't even know what Hermes is. I have Hermes sandals on. Oh yeah, and these? Hold on, wait, this is good. And these? No. You're nasty. No.
Blair Featherman, like many entitled individuals, tried to paint herself as more important than she really was. In an odd twist, she decided to shame one of the family members, Alexis Alba, for wearing designer clothes, specifically Hermes, as if owning expensive clothes is a privilege only reserved for certain people. It's almost as if Blair believed that people who didn't look like her had no right to wear such luxury. The audacity, right?
The blonde girl that
This lady?
No, over
She's
there.
Over there. Do you see her with her thong on?
Okay.
That's her. And then she started calling us Mexican trash. Just being extremely derogatory.
Okay, so what do you want the police to do here?
We don't want you guys to do anything. They called
Do you want to press charges or anything?
No, but
I have a suspicion that there was probably some catfighting and
There was
alcohol going
back and
on,
forth.
mutual blah, 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 blah.
Exactly. They're the ones called the police, okay?
Okay.
We're
So
just
what's the
trying to go
plan?
on with our evening, that's it. We just got upset because we thought they were racial profiling us, you know?
And she said,
and
"Oh,
that's
go
why
back
what
home."
pissed us off.
Yeah.
You guys don't want to press charges?
And you know we're not Mexicans. We're Spaniards, man.
We're going separate ways with our
There's a
cops
difference.
involved.
There is.
No,
We're
and it
good with
pisses me
that.
off because we're brown and attractive people. You know, there was a little bit of jealousy going
We're
on
code
there.
for it if we didn't already say.
So if we could just like,
We just wanted to fuse it. They called it. We just wanted to.
But it didn't stop there. As the family politely gave their accounts to the officers, Blair was already working on making herself look like the real victim.
sure.
What's going on?
Well, so basically this pool lately has had a lot of pool hoppers. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and I like to enjoy my pool. I have 2 girls that don't even come to the pool anymore because of all the pool hoppers.
Okay.
They don't even enjoy it because we know who is here in the town.
Okay.
So apparently I think they had a birthday party or something, but I asked, so here's all I did. I was right here, and see the Louis Vuitton guy? He's the one who started it all. That motherfucker. I said to him, I said, do you have a fob? Because that's what everyone's saying. It's not just me. Other people are living there asking for people with fobs.
Is he with the big group over there?
Right, but I said you're only allowed to have 2 people. Meanwhile, the whole pool is filled with a fucking party. These people don't have a fob. You're only allowed to have 2 guests, not 20.
Sure.
So we're over here, mind you. This whole crew over here comes over, bum rushes me. I had 2 girls fucking trying to kill me. So I tried to defend myself, but my phone is gone, and I recorded everything, and they probably have my phone.
Who has your phone?
We don't know. Someone took my phone because I recorded the whole thing.
What kind of phone was it?
It was an iPhone, the smaller one, not the big one.
7 or 10?
Shoot, I don't know.
Okay. How much did it cost you?
I don't even know. I don't know. But I'm just saying, I put it on record, and I was recording the whole thing, and they took my phone.
Yes, as you just saw, Blair decided to double down on her lies. She told the police that she was assaulted by 2 women and even claimed her phone was stolen. But as more officers arrived and interviewed the witnesses, the truth came out. Blair's story was starting to fall apart, and it wasn't just because of the footage. Witness after witness confirmed what really happened, and it was clear Blair's version of the story was nothing but a pack of lies.
I hate to say this, I think she's racist. She's saying I don't belong here, I don't live here.
But I just want to let it be known, like, I want to press charges because she did put her hand on herself. And she just keeps going on, saying that we're dirty Mexicans, that we don't belong here, we need to go back to where we came from, we're trash.
She started all of that, and so she started making racist remarks to this entire group over here. I'm not even a part of them. Like, she started making racist remarks. So 2 of them went over there and they're like, what's the deal? She swung on the girl who has like the pink bikini over there. She swung on her, so then she started fighting her. Yes, but in this entire time, I was even telling her, like, I'm like here swimming with my kids. I was like, hey, can you guys just chill out? She's like, great fucking parenting, take your kids out the pool. I'm like,
They say every story has 2 sides. But in this case, it seemed like there was only one true side, backed by video evidence and countless witnesses. The police weren't fooled. One very patient officer spent time listening to Blair and her friends try to spin their version of events. But with every new interview, the truth kept surfacing. How long can someone maintain a lie when everyone around them is telling the truth?
I've got a female with pretty good injuries that is blaming you as well. It's kind of this thing.
Well, maybe she attacked me.
Maybe she did,
myself.
maybe you did. I don't know.
Okay, so
she came
I'm
at me.
going to tell you right now, so when you
run
move
after her.
from one area to come to the other area, that's an aggressive act.
Well, I get that.
Is it not?
I get
My
it.
man?
Oh, God,
I mean, depending on the circumstances.
Okay, but more than one person, absolutely. When you're dealing with one person and 8 people come over, that's an aggressive act.
Can I explain one thing? So, and again, I don't know the whole story about what you guys were talking about with my partner over here. I was conversing with some of the folks over there, and then this is what they told me, and correct me if any of this is accurate or wrong, okay?
Blair and her friends continued spewing their false narratives, hoping to convince the officers that they were in the right. But at a certain point, even the most patient officer got fed up. One of the officers, clearly done entertaining their entitlement, gave them a much-needed reality check.
Okay, so here's the bottom line. I'm going to speak now, and you guys can follow up with me tomorrow after I review the camera. Okay. I have an independent witness that is one-on-one basis with the district manager here. I said you were saying racist stuff, instigating everything, blowing it up, and then when they confronted you, you couldn't handle it. Well, we're going to review the cameras tomorrow when they come in. I'm going to talk to Wyatt, okay? And I'll see what happened, okay? We've got them identified. I will look at the cameras. If it's one side or the other, we'll handle it appropriately. That's all, okay? It's not personal. We just can't verify anything today. And this guy who called the district manager, we can't make him leave today. That's where...
It was the kind of tough love that Karens like Blair seemed to desperately need, but sadly, it didn't seem to get through to her. Even when the facts were laid out in front of her, Blair kept trying to play the victim. What is it about entitlement that makes some people refuse to admit they're wrong?
He lives here, he had the guy's number on the fly, and he was an independent witness, okay? So...
he was part of the special.
Who? You know who I talked to?
No, you don't know who.
It's none of them. It's an independent person that was sitting by themselves that said you were saying horrible racist things and they got upset about it.
Of course they're going to say that.
Well, but this guy's not affiliated with them. That's why I'm like, okay, is he telling me the truth since he's not you or them?
Oh, so when I get ambushed by all of them coming over here,
that's what we're going to review the camera for,
and they yelled at me one bitch like 4 times, so there's 2 discriminating things.
I get it, and that's why I want the
And
camera before we do it, before we make any action, okay?
They don't belong here.
They do if they reserve the clubhouse, which is what they did.
Unless
Look at that.
So
Look at all of
let me
that.
tell you something. According to the guy who was on the phone with, that I believe to be the district manager, if they paid the $200 to rent that out, they've got the clubhouse for that day.
Not the pool.
Yeah, the pool.
No.
The pool.
But they usually.
Why don't you argue
For some
with Wyatt
reason, you don't
tomorrow
like
about
me.
your civil agreements?
Listen.
Because you've been calling me all kinds of horrible things since I got
I've
here.
been calling you horrible things.
These fucking cops, I'm listening to you, okay?
I didn't say these fucking cops.
Yeah, you did to your buddy on the phone. It's on the
Look,
buddy
if
cam.
you have your own
okay?
insecurities, I can't deal with that.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna review the footage tomorrow, and
It's like I'm in trouble because I paid.
You're not in trouble. Do you see me writing your ticket? We're putting
Usually
your
they will tell us.
Well, they didn't. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do about that. Okay, if that's their policy, if that's their...
As the scene unfolded, the real story became more apparent. The family Blair had accused of not belonging at the pool actually had the building manager on speed dial. In fact, they had booked the pool and had every right to be there. But even after this was confirmed, Blair's entitlement knew no bounds. Instead of admitting she was wrong, she somehow doubled down on her delusions. She just couldn't let go of the idea that she was in the right, no matter how much evidence they put forth. Instead of apologizing and walking away with whatever dignity she had left, Blair continued to act like she was the one being wronged.
I want you to see all this? That's my hair they pulled out. Other than the fact, fucking Tash had me down there, all of them.
Okay.
She's upset.
Okay,
I mean, visibly.
All of them.
What we're trying to say at this point, we're going to review camera footage and follow up building management.
I get it.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go from there.
Right.
And if this guy needs a fat fine because he's lied about renting the place out, or X, Y, and Z, or if someone assaulted her, we'll deal with that.
And I'm going to tell you, if they did rent it out and it's legit, then they're legit. But it's still, you have an assault. You have an assault going on. That
in America, I believe you can say whatever you want
to a point. So there is a
we
have a charge in here, disorderly conduct. It's saying things that are likely to incite.
In Colorado, disorderly conduct can range from a Class 1 to a Class 3 misdemeanor. The officers could have easily charged Blair for causing a public disturbance with her offensive behavior. But in this case, the officers chose to handle things differently, trying to calm the situation down rather than escalate it further. Blair and her friends eventually left the pool, still clinging to their delusions of being in the right. Little did they know that they were about to be hit with the real punishment, the court of public opinion. Once the video of Blair's outburst was posted online, it didn't take long for her to go viral. She quickly earned the nickname Poolside Karen, and while no legal charges were filed, the public backlash was enough to send her into damage control mode. In a laughable attempt to repair her image, Blair went on a media tour, trying to paint herself as the real victim in all of this. Take a look.
Over like a swarm of bees. It was very fast. I was literally curled up in the ball, just like this, trying to do as much as I could to get them from getting in close to me, because I had 4 women on top.
But let's be honest, who's buying that? Most people saw right through her act. In the end, Blair Featherman's real punishment wasn't jail time or fines. It was something much worse, being branded as a Karen for life. Once you've earned that title, there's no coming back. It's a permanent stain, and Blair will have to live with it forever.